There's breaking news coming in. I want to quickly cut across to the Prime Minister who is in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has rejected China's request to dock a submarine in Colombo this month. This after the Chinese submarine was earlier allowed to dock in Colombo in 2014, and this led to immense protests and opposition by India. These are latest images of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Colombo. Sri Lanka released 3 Indian fishermen as a goodwill gesture ahead of the Prime Minister's visit. What we are now being told, no talks on the fishermen's issue in particular during this visit, but the Prime Minister is attending the Vesak Day celebrations. This is where he is. He is the chief guest at this function. He will also attend the Indian origin Tamil community event later today. And as Prime Minister reaches Colombo and participates at a function, it's a shot in the arm with Sri Lanka rejecting China's request to dock a submarine.
Saranang gacchami Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
India Today's Akshaya Nath now joins me for more on this big story. Akshaya, apart from traditional ties, while India attempts to strengthen ties with Sri Lanka, culture remains a big part of, big focus of this visit of the Prime Minister.
Yes, Gaurav, it is seen that this is one of the most important festivals in Sri Lanka. The Vesak Festival Day celebration is going on, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the chief guest for the event today. And later he will be going to Decoya, where he will be inaugurating a hospital which was constructed with the assistance of the Indian government. And later on, he will be addressing a public rally. So we know that this visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is more cultural than about all the strategical deals which India and Sri Lanka have. Disappointing is a factor that they won't be having any conversation or talk regarding the fishermen issue, which is very boiling in the south of Tamil Nadu. But an important factor is that 3 fishermen who were earlier arrested have been released. So the goodwill gesture that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has received from Sri Lanka is something that we'll have to focus on. But today will be a Vesak Day for the Prime Minister, Gaurav.
3 crore rupees is what India has given for the construction of this hospital that the Prime Minister is inaugurating. This is day 2 of his visit. What we're also being told is that yesterday former Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa called on the Prime Minister. A very cordial meeting is what Taranjit Sandhu, India's High Commissioner, said. So why is the fishermen issue not priority on this visit while you know the Sri Lankan Tamil issue is big this time?
Well, Gaurav, we know that the Sri Lankan Tamil issue is going on for quite some time, and at the same time, we also know the Indian fishermen issue is also of a boiling concern for the Indian government, because we've seen the fishermen strike in Rameshwaram. But because this is only a friendly visit, this is a cultural visit where he is being a guest of honor for the Vesak Day, they've taken into that as an important factor and not going on with any governmental talks. But we know that for a factor, most of the opposition party leaders in Sri Lanka will be visiting Narendra Modi. And yesterday also, during the dinner party that was hosted by Sirisera, most of the opposition leaders were there, and they are saying that they will be insisting Narendra Modi about how the Indian government should support the Sri Lankan Indians there. Sri Lankan Tamils there, sorry, Gaurav.